Good evening to all your trustees, deans, faculty members, staff, and the students. Myself is Shanvi Mishra, and I heartily welcome you all to the final event of Chancellor's Challenge, the final pitch. Today, we have gathered here to witness the ideas of top 8 teams who dared to accept the challenge by the Chancellor and believed that their idea has a potential to transform into a viable startup. We all have ideas, but it takes a lot of courage and hard work to transform an idea into reality. Out of 348 such ideas from our very own SVKM student community, today there will be only 3 ideas taking their one step forward towards success. Now, let's have a look what our Honorable Chancellor and President of SVKM, Shri Amrish Patel, has to say about entrepreneurship and Chancellor's Challenge.
SVKM ने एक नया विचार आप सबके सामने रखा है। कोई नई बिजनेस आइडिया नई जनरेशन को मन में आती है और उसको प्रोत्साहन देने का काम SVKM करना चाहती है। इसलिए चांसलर चैलेंज करके एक नया प्रोग्राम आपके सामने दिया है। तो मुझे आश्चर्य लग रहा है कि इसमें नए आइडिया 348 नए आइडिया सभी नई जनरेशन ने दिया है, नए बच्चों ने दिया है। इसी में से कुछ तो भी एक नया बिजनेस और एक नई क्रांति की शुरुआत हो सकती है। उसमें आपने पार्टिसिपेट किया है, मैं आपका अभिनंदन करता हूँ और आगे के सालों में इसी तरीके से SVKM इन नए आइडिया को आगे बढ़ाने का काम करेगा।
For an evening with high expectation of ideas, we are delighted to have great minds to judge them. Our jury consists of Mr. Parth Gandhi, Managing Director of Aeon Capital, Mr. Miten Mehta, Co-founder of Spinta Global Accelerator, Mr. Vimal Kumar, Deputy Director, Global Innovation and Technology Alliance, CA Sujata Bhogawat, Director of Advantage Consulting, Dr. Paritosh Chandra Basu, Chairperson, MBA Law. We have limited the pitching time for each team to 5 minutes, followed by a 5 minutes question-answer round by the jury. We will hear a bell ring when 4 minutes and 30 seconds are done, and 2 bell rings when 5 minutes are done. Without me taking a lot of time of this evening, I should let our innovators speak.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so today's a great day, and I really want to thank everybody for having this Chancellor Challenge started. I'm telling you, it's going to be revolutionary for NMIMS and SVKM. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm getting a little nervous. Okay, let's get started. This is Ankranti. We're looking at empowering the other India. So our time starts now. We're a couple, Amit, Meena ma'am, Aziz and me. That's Ash. We both, Aziz and I, we are from PT, part-time MBA program from social entrepreneurship. Okay, other India. What are we talking about when we talk about other India? It's the elderly, the women, students and youth. You know, we feel really a lot of empowerment is required in that sector. So those are the target segments. So Ankranti worked towards unifying the above segments of the society by empowering and educating them using maths. Maths as a common thread and Nobel Prize as a wish. Yeah, we're thinking big. Please allow us to. So what's the problem statement? You know, others see it as a problem statement. We see this as an opportunity statement. Please give us this thought. Maths phobia is affecting confidence level, career choices, and earnings of individuals. I hope you agree with that. That's a problem. We see this as an opportunity. So maths, NMIMS research also seconded the problem statement. So the question now in front of us is, how could we templatize empowerment? Templatize, that's the word. That is built around mathematics and financial inclusion. So what's the solution? We're thinking of a maths super mall, like Amway, Amazon. Okay, now we look at videos, we look at games, we look at books, we look at content available online for free, for window shopping, for buying, that's available online. And these people, we're going to take help from people who join us, and we call them transformers. Opportunities for everybody to earn by selling, by buying products, services. Videos related to financial literacy. That's also an important segment we're going to take care of. Self-help groups, joint liability groups, financial inclusion. So we reach through them to the underprivileged. Opportunities for everyone to earn, by selling financial products or banks, insurance companies. Let's look at the unit matrix. How will all of us make a difference? So as transformers, we join in by joining on the app. Then we have videos to check. We can do some tests. We can buy some products. We can learn some content. We can empower ourselves on the things that we are not strong at, whether we are in a Tier 3 city or Tier 1 or Tier 2. Now, what we need to do is, by teaching, the person who's learning gives us points. And those, if we are able to reach to 1 lakh points, we could even become co-founder, like all of us, of this revolution. So just imagine, I'm talking about becoming co-founder of a revolution. It's possible. Now, these co-founders volunteer their work, they come forward and they share the possibility. We are reaching to masses. हम लोगों के पास पहुंचने कह रहे हैं, आप भी आओ. You also become a co-founder. Let's be co-founders of a revolution. It has a lot of novelty and there's feasibility. Now, killing maths phobia is the novelty. Reaching through partners, getting the partners involved is a novelty. It's multilingual. We have donations as a possibility. Feasibility. Because of the mobile communication thing, it is really possible now. Scalability, we can reach from Mumbai, Pune, Delhi. We can take help of schools. And from entry barriers, we already have a lot of intellectual property, trademarks registered, 46 of them. Top team is with us, and donations are also likely to come in soon. IPRs, that's a strength. Current status is that we have IPRs in place. Service providers have put in their possibility that they can tie up with us. We have well-wishers like Mr. Narayan Murthy. I'll be talking about that. And financial and non-financial implications, yes, we can do a lot of financial engineering, show you lots of spreadsheets, but let me tell you, the idea is super. Now let's look at the risk. Yeah, we have partnerships already in place. The challenge in front of us is to innovate and create a no salary, no rent, no interest, no inventory social business model. We also feel it's going to be difficult, but I think it's possible. Now we're depending a lot on Mr. Narayan Murthy. He's been my mentor from last 14 years. He's been helping us out throughout. We write an email, he replies next day morning. So that's pretty big. Social impact, empowering India, financial inclusion, confidence building and unity. Who shall do this? It's me, Amit, Kapil, Meena ma'am, Aziz. We already are there. And can you see the crowd? Guys, you could be there. Ladies and gentlemen, we all could do it together. So let's join us. By 2047, we could transform India. And yes, this is our disruptive innovation. Thank you very much. Let's do it together. And I think I completed the presentation 10 seconds before time, and that's profit. You remember Guru movie? Thank you. We're ready for question and answers. Can we have water? Where are the judges?
I'm here.
So,
You mentioned that you are working for 13 years. So are you a startup at the moment?
we are a startup. Let me complete. This math phobia I faced myself 25 years ago. Me and my wife Malini, we sold a jewelry, we started a business long time back, 15 years ago. We did do the first round. I used to dress up like a maths joker, go to schools, do maths fun week, sell games and make money. We lost 1 crore 12 lakhs. That was the first part of it. We lost it. But we never knew how to take it to the next level. It was only going to school, selling games and making money. I joined this course thanks to Meena ma'am. I saw her at Tata Institute of Social Sciences, got involved. Took this program, Social Entrepreneurship, MBA part-time at NMIMS. That's where I saw how big this flame could go. It's so huge. So 13 years is the past failure, which we have failed on. What I'm talking about, the IPRs which we build, which we have now, those are for what the venture which I'm looking at right now. This Ankranti is a new name. The whole possibility is bright. The whole thing visualized in this way is all absolutely new.
Is the IPR Ankranti's property?
Which IPR?
You said some IPRs are there with you.
Yeah, we have a proposition where the old IPRs, there's a certain model with which we tie with IPRs for Ankranti, and a lot of Ankranti IPRs still have to be registered. So let's be honest about it.
You have a business model.
Yes.
Business model didn't come across in the pitch.
Time is less, but I can explain.
Explain the business model.
Business model, it's a super mall.
Tell me how you will make money.
How we make money? Right. It's a business model, it's a website. We have buyers and we have sellers. Sellers are the companies who have products of mathematics. Let's look at a company that sells a maths game. Let's look at a company that sells a maths book. Let's look at a tutor who is positioned in somewhere and he wants to give tuitions. Let's look at content which is available for free. Let's look at Byju's. Let's look at education initiatives. Let's look at career launches. There's so many people available which they have products and services. That's the supplier side. The buyer side, people who are wanting to learn, people who have the need, people who have the pain. So those are the buyers.
Sure. Let me interrupt you.
Ma'am.
I understand your vendors, I understand there are users, but I want to know how you will make money.
How will I make money?
As a
Ma'am, that's the
platform,
site.
How will you make money?
Yes, that's the site. We'll be commission agents. We'll be agents for selling the product. How does Amazon make money? They're not LGs of the world to make the product. So we have products listed on the site. We got people coming in. We got 1 crore transformers. People who join us as a transformer, they are the people who are kind of mentees. Now they build the network. They want to graduate. They earn points. अगर आपने किसी को कोई अच्छा app download कराया या कुछ सिखाया, you get points. You build on the points, you become a co-founder. So now these are the people who are working voluntary for us. That's a last mile. Now can Baiju, ask him, can he do all this? He told me he is not able to do this. We need somebody who can go right to the end, somebody who can work directly with the product, having one-to-one physical conversation with the other person, enrolling and making the sale. Who will do this without salary? How do we motivate people to do this without salary? That's a challenge we answer. Am I getting too excited? Okay.
I think we're done. Yes, thanks. Thank you.
Just one quick thing, right?
Please.
So, couple of observations. One is, I think it's interesting. A lot of words, but I didn't see too much content. Easy to say it's possible, justify a lot of hand waving. Not too many answers in the presentation. Even in your deck that you sent out was pretty weak. The social impact could be high, but basically it's a marketplace. I mean, all yours is a marketplace, some loyalty in terms of these founder things that you're talking about. So the big question is, so what? I'm not getting it. And 2047, wouldn't that be too late for India?
So your question has 3 parts to it. One, you think, this model is not visible to you as something which is real business. I have a different opinion about that. I think this is a very strong business idea. You look at the pain. कितना पैसा खर्चते हो आप बच्चों की मैथमेटिक्स के लिए? कितना डरते हैं हम? How serious are we? You ask your driver. उससे पूछो कि तेरे बच्चे की अगर गणित अच्छी हो जाए गांव में, are you willing to pay extra? I'm telling you, he will come forward. So let's not underestimate the power of pain of mathematics. अभी आपको नहीं दिखा पा रहे, टाइम आप हमें दो ना 1 घंटे का, फिर हम समझाते. Sir, I went to ISB for a venture capitalist program, making financial statements, engineering of that part to present something very beautiful I can do well. That's not, I think, the strength which I've got at NMIMS. I've got the social impact part. We can touch a lot of people if we are in a position to tell them that अगर आप इतना करोगे ना, आपका financial intelligence और financial literacy बढ़ने से जो आपको impact होगा, that will be phenomenal. I think we can do that. That's the first part. Do we still have time? Yes. Second.
I'm kind of done if you want. That's fine.
Okay. Ma'am, would you like to, please?
Yeah, if the judges permit, can I say something? Only if you permit. May I?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah. So we are looking at the whole thing about if math skills are weak, then there's a whole problem of inclusion. So you have the wealth inequities if the math skills are not developed well. So obviously one would look at more at the investment in children, in self-help groups, in farmers and in artisans. So there will be economic impact, there will be social impact, and there is going to be a larger national impact if math skills are improved. So obviously the business model, if you look at Mandeshi Mahila Bank in Satara, if poor women, illiterate women could register a bank by getting into math skills, I think we have to look at many positive experiments which are going on in the country based on the math skills and financial inclusion. So the business model, as Ashish spoke about, may not come out very evidently in the shorter period of time. But I would expect, we are social entrepreneurs. So for us, the social impact does matter. And the financial sustainability is an important question where we look about, for the support from others. Thank you.
So, good evening everyone. Myself Rai Thakur and he's my friend Chintan Shah, and we are here to present our business plan named DigiDoc. So DigiDoc is basically a mobile application that deals with the problem faced by pharma and healthcare sectors. So let's see what are the problems we are facing and what we are trying to alleviate. So the first problem is storing medical records electronically. So there are EMR tools available in the market, but those are not accessible to patients. And again, those tools are very expensive for some doctors. Real-time clinical data for research centers. So life science companies find it difficult to take precise decisions regarding treatment because of inability of such data. Digital pattern. So this is like there are government and other agencies who are trying to find out disease mapped in particular region and take appropriate measures on time. Interoperability. So by this I mean that the toggle between the data and the various stakeholders of other institutions. So let's see how DigiDoc works.
Patients will sign up the application by scanning the Aadhaar card. When patient visits to the doctor, after the diagnosis, doctor will write a digital prescription where a digital pen is connected to the application via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to his smart device. Then, doctor will click on the save button and the prescription will get stored on patient's and doctor's DigiDoc medical account. When patient visits to lab, pathologist scans the DigiDoc ID and the respective reports will be delivered to the patient's and doctor's DigiDoc medical account. And then, doctors can easily prescribe the respective treatment via digital prescription. Other features of DigiDoc.
So we have seen that it's very easy to operate. So let's see the solution provided by DigiDoc. So the first one is it's easy for doctor to use. So over here, doctor is just now writing the prescription in a similar manner and data is getting stored on the server. Maintain records of enrolled patients. So over here, patient can access the data anytime, anywhere. 24/7 access. So over here, doctor can refer the other doctor, the medical reports, and treatment can be processed in much faster manner, hence reducing cost and time. Interoperability. So by this, we mean that a centralized system where all the data will be stored, accessed, and exchanged. And the data over here is accurate and in non-tempered manner. Artificial intelligence for predicting early stage diseases like cancers and diabetes. So over here, we are in a verge to create a blockchain in healthcare industry. So let's see the commercial angle. So Indian market itself says it's 116 billion, all oversized. And in big data analytics, we can see that it's 1.5 billion globally. Now let's see how we are going to execute our program. So for the initial basis, we are going to target the 5 states with high density of doctors and high number of internet usage. So to be precise, we are targeting 30,000 doctors for our initial start. So let's see the sales and marketing plan. So in this, we are going to tie up with the medical conferences and have events and campaigns which will be run, and going to do promotional activities in this. Advertisements on mHealth and eHealth application. Again, we are going to collaborate with pharma majors and go forward with their MRs for sales. Digital sales, so we will be having our own platform where we are going to sell our digital pen and software flow. So let's see the financials. So in this financials, we are seeing that in the year of 1. So we have no data to monetize. So basically this is a period where we are going to put up our time on settlement and development and enrolling with patients and other sectors. So this is a revenue model. Our larger revenue is coming from pharmaceutical companies and OTC marketing 20% and others 20%. So with this, we conclude our presentation, and our aim is to make digital banega India, healthy banega India. Thank you.
Have you consulted any doctor? What doctor is saying?
Yeah, we were actually around 100 to 120 doctors. We actually market research on a last 2 months ago on a UNESCO's conference on a Navi Mumbai. That's actually basically conference was particular on a urologist doctors.
Sorry to interrupt you. I'm talking about the real doctor is ready to write a prescription on the notebook or somewhere.
Yeah, there is a one out of 120, 82 doctors that agreed to use the digital pen on a. Yeah.
So have you data somewhere? You consolidated the data somewhere?
Yeah, it's in a file that what we actually need. Maybe.
Second thing, you're also bringing this the test lab and all in your mechanism.
Yeah, it's a completely according to ICD-10 and ICD-10 and the HL7 procedure under the guidelines. So we actually follow all the procedures ICD-10 and HL7.
And what stage you are now?
Now we are in a initial stage, ideal stage. So, right.
I have 2 simple questions to you. Yeah. First of all, I as a patient may not decide to go to the radiological or pathological laboratory.
Yeah.
I want to have my options open.
Yeah.
And the second question is, how do I protect my health document and my health related information from the world at large?
Yeah.
Why should laboratories see my data?
Yeah.
So in this, basically, we are not forcing patient to use the application, but yes, it's a good option for them to use. So doctor will write on a piece of paper, and automatically data is getting stored on a digital Digidoc account. So again, if a patient don't have a digital account, also a Digidoc account, so patient will get the same thing on a piece of paper and can proceed with the traditional method which he's using right now.
And second question answer is we are actually trying to adopt the blockchain technology that's actually right now they are using the financial side, right? Financial sector. So what we are actually looking to adopt blockchain technology in a healthcare sector, so every patient's records with the distributed ledger in a system. So you cannot change the you cannot change the data. you can only share within the different organizations and the different stakeholders with the permission of patient. Without permission of patient, you cannot, check the, you cannot also see the data. So, thank you.
Quick follow-up question. Hi. First of all, very good presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Second, I think important that you understand that it's very difficult to go out and change user behavior, consumer behavior.
Yeah.
And even within the consumer, they're very hard to go out and change doctors' behavior, right? So how do you go out and drive adoption is very important, number one. Number two, how do you incentivize so that you can go out and have them change? Because this practice has been going on for the last 50, 60 years. So it's not going to be very easy to go out and drive those adoption. You'll have to incentivize them. Yeah. B, your revenue model will be reflected based on that, because I think what you said is that you're not going to make money either from patient or from the doctor, but you're going to make money from the pharma companies who are going to go out and probably use you as a marketing advertising platform, correct? Yeah. So I think that needs to be validated as well, because pharma companies are again very notorious in terms of going out and publishing ads, specifically because of the guidelines and the compliances that are around going out and pushing directly to the patient. So I think that's the second aspect that you need to go out and address, if you can take that as a key takeaway. And the third one is the sustainability. Your value proposition has to be sustainable so that you have the first mover advantage in terms of, but also at the same time, if anybody else wants to go out and come after the market, you mentioned about going out and using blockchain, which is a good thought. But have you actually kind of gone out and said what will it require to build that IP out? If not, factor that cost when you go out and raise money, because that's what investors like me will invest in. I don't want to go out and invest in operations because Practo and others are already well funded and they are billion-dollar funded, etc. But if somebody is going to use my money to go out and build out that technology, that's what I'm interested in. So those are the three quick comments.
Yeah. First, yeah.
The adoption, how do you go out and create an inflection point so that doctors on one hand and also patients, they go out and they adapt to that? You have to incentivize them. You don't need to answer them. I was just saying that, look, these are some of the questions. We can take it offline in the interest of time. Okay. But think about it, and then you can meet me after the event. Happy to chat.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys, and thank you very much, sir.
Are you also working now, Professor? Are you also working with somebody from this college?
Yeah, right now I'm working M.Pharm MBA in healthcare, and this Rahil is working on a big data.
So, no, some professor you're working with somebody?
Yeah, Manish sir is our supporter, our mentor.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
A very good afternoon to everyone, to the esteemed judges and the audience who have come out to listen to our idea. So I'll start with whenever you go out to eat in a restaurant, you cater about two things primarily. One is the quality of the food, and second is the quality of the service. The quality of the food depends on how the chef cooks it, and the quality of the service depends on how the restaurant owner manages the restaurant. So it is this quality of the service on which we have built up our idea called levels. So whenever you enter a restaurant, you go and grab a seat, you wait for around 15 seconds, 20 seconds, or maybe a minute or two, and then you wait for the waiter to come to your table, take the order. The waiter takes the order, he goes to the kitchen, tells the order, the food is prepared, and then the food is again delivered back to your table. So apart from this, the restaurant owner also has some expenses in advertising, which he has to incur in digital media, print media, social media. So what Levels does is, it's a central system wherein whenever a person enters a restaurant, you take the phone number from the person and the person goes and grabs a seat. Immediately a message is sent to the person. That message has a digital link which contains the digital menu of the restaurant. In the meantime, the person clicks on the link, checks the menu, and places his order. The order from the Levels system is placed to the kitchen, food is prepared, and food is then delivered by the waiter to the customer. So what happens is, in the earlier case when Levels was not used, a waiter was typically serving 6 tables at a time. Using Levels, the waiter was serving 10 tables at a time, with no cost involved in the installation of the software or the hardware no training involved for the staff of the restaurant. It's just one single message we send to the customer with the link, and the customer then does everything on his own. Now I'll call Aditya to take it forward.
Thank you, Ashutosh. So right from greeting the customers to engaging with the customers after they leave the platform, they leave the restaurant, Levels is a one-step platform for all the marketing activities related to the restaurant. Why now? The advent of online ordering with the growing food culture and also the technology shifting from 3G to 4G. Right now, it's the right time for all the restaurant owners to convert their offline platform to the digital one. This is the competitive analysis that we have done. For the table-side ordering, yeah, we provide table-side ordering, but there is no extra hardware related to this. The second point is feedback. In the feedback, we have a special mechanism with the name reputation management. After the user has finished eating the food, we send them one link related to the feedback of the complete experience. In that feedback, if the user provides a good feedback, we just direct the user to the Zomato link and where he can give his review. If the feedback is not good, we just send the details of the user to the restaurant owner to make sure that what are the problems faced by the user and to satisfy the dissatisfied user. The third thing is marketing. We do it for you. You don't need to take care of all the marketing related headache. We'll do it for you. There's an automatic marketing related content that we generate based on the feedback. What are all the feedback, different type of mechanisms are there to send the promotional message to all the customers. Next point is analytics. Every day, every week, and every month, we do send a detailed analytical report to the restaurant owner to make sure that these are the key points on which he should target on and what are the flaws that the customers are complaining related to his restaurant. And on making sure if he's correcting those flaws, automatically he'll increase the revenue and also he'll increase the customer database. And last is there is no installation or training required, wherein all the competitors, there is a training required. So this is the financials. We are expecting 150% growth in pubs, casual dines, and fine dines. And also next year, we'll be increasing the cost by 50% only. This is the road ahead. Already we have implemented automatic communication. The table-side ordering and payment integration is done today. We have implemented in 5 pubs today in Bangalore. Third is 50 outlets we are expecting in July 2017. Unify ordering channels wherein the customers can come on a single platform, they can choose their restaurant, whichever they are sitting in, and they can do the same procedure again. Then 200 clients by April 2018. And after that, we are also preparing a common single automated communication channel for all the restaurant owners, wherein they can just log in into the portal and they can repeat the same activities, whatever we are providing. So in this model, we are charging 2,000 rupees per customer or per restaurant owner per month. And the margin which we are taking is just 15%. Rest everything is spent on technology or the service that we are providing to the restaurant. Before bringing the restaurant on board, we are providing them 1 week trial service. So if the restaurant owner is happy with a product, that time then he can purchase the product. Else it's his choice. These are the KPIs. From January, we started this just on a trial basis, and we have already onboarded 18 restaurants with the revenue of 72,000, and totally 10,000 customers have visited our platform and have used the platform. These are the financials, the expenses that we are occurring right now in different services, and this is the awesome team. So Ritwij is the UI head, Rahul Manglik is the marketing head.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah.
Please stop, your 5 minutes are over.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
So let me start by telling you, I think well done. I thought this was innovative, well presented.
Thank you, sir.
Again, you didn't go through your presentation. That's fine. That's okay. To me, the big thing was we've read through this. It seemed to capture it. My big question is it really differentiated? You put up the differentiated chart in there. How differentiated is it actually? Because it seems to make sense.
Can you just put on the slide?
Why don't you just talk us through it? Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, so related to the training part, I'll take first. So in training, we have gone through all the whatever the platforms, whatever the competitors they are providing. One second. So everyone, if they are bringing any restaurant people on board, they need to undergo through a specific training for their platform. But recently, like 2 weeks before, we onboarded one restaurant in Hyderabad, and just we onboarded it on phone. We never gave them the training, and it's running perfectly. So from training point of view, we don't need to give any particular training to any waiter or to the restaurant owner. Then analytics, all the competitors are providing charts and graphs, but along with that, we are also providing the action prompt. Like suppose if the food quality is not good and if the users are not satisfied with the food quality of the restaurant, then we'll make a message from behalf of restaurant owner that sorry, we have changed the chef and now you can come and test.
So OpenTable does this, right? How different are you from OpenTable?
Sir, but OpenTable might be doing this thing, but all features.
All of it.
So I have not seen OpenTable doing these kind of things.
Right. Thanks.
Thank you.
I have one question for you. So what looks like is you're building a service business. Okay, now fine, after a point in time you might be able to scale. But what I want to know is where are you going to take this?
So I'll take this. So we, in the 5 categories in the restaurant business, one is pub, casual dine, fine dine, QSR, and cafe. So we, right now we are positioning ourselves into fine dine and casual dine, and eventually we intend to cover all the 5 categories into the restaurant business.
Okay, let me rephrase. What's the exit for you guys or for your investors?
Can you give 10 seconds?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so if I got it right, you want to know the exit for any investor who is invested into this. Okay, so let's say in future, there might be one pain area for us, one very small pain area for us, where the technology changes and the whole dynamics of the restaurant business changes. So in that case, one might want to, and one very little, I think it won't affect much thing. The one pain area about this is that, let's say, the role of the waiter is reduced to a very minimal thing. So what happens is the waiters tend to, when they are skipping their tips. So because everything is automated, so they do not get a chance to ask for a tip.
Okay, let me interrupt you here. That's not what I meant. What I meant was, how does someone who invests money in your business, how do they monetize? How do they come out of it and still make a lot of money? How do they get an exit? Will it be a strategic sale? Will Zomato buy you out? Will any of the large restaurant chains invest in you? That's what I wanted to know. So that's just a takeaway, that you should, when you build a business pitch, you should always have something in mind for the exit.
Okay.
So, ma'am, just to answer this question, we are already in talk with Dine Out, and Dine Out made it clear that they are in POS and they are not stepping into this platform. So within a month, we are expecting that we'll tie up with Dine Out, and then we'll be providing the same service by attaching or by partnering with Dine Out.
So we also met the owner of Zomato, and he said that for him it is becoming very difficult to maintain the POS thing. So he entered into online ordering, but as far as the competitors are considered, like Swiggy, so he's right now not able to overtake Swiggy as well. So he was in no mood to enter into such thing. So this is just we had a talk with him.
Okay, I think we're good. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
काम मैं करता हूँ, इस समय बनाता हूँ, मेरा बिक्री नहीं हो रहा है, सिर्फ 1 लाख का है, ये अगर बिक्री हो जाएगा तो मेरा बहुत अच्छा।
This is not the life of a few people, but million others. So how do we help them? This is the same question we had around 8 months ago. So we came up with a business model which encashes the talent of these craft people into substantial profits, while keeping the culture and the environment in mind. That is why we devised NEEF, which incorporates triple bottom line.
In a country like India, where 80% of the population lives in rural areas and nearly 7 crore people are unemployed, is it fair to the poor that they are not able to generate their own funds, their own bread and butter due to the suppression by the rich? Formed with a twofold objective of entrepreneurship and social responsibility, NEEV helps bridge the gap between various cultures of the Indian society as well as generate employment among such people.
We are not selling a product, but an emotion. Our products have been crafted by skilled artisans who deserve this time to shine. What we focus on is gathering talented people from the nook and corner of the world and giving them time to shine. And our time to shine. And our focus is on gathering talented people and providing them a platform and encash the talent in the talent show.
Our business model has two sections. First is CSP, which is cultural specific products like handicrafts around the country, and second is miscellaneous handicraft products, which has recycled glass products and plastic products. Our business model is such a well thought and a calculated distribution channel that it has the potential to change the life of millions of people, not only financially but also socially throughout the geographies.
So NEEV has an immense full and a differentiated business model. It works towards the multi-level distribution channel. As you can see, we collaborate with the NGOs in multiple states, and they appoint certain craftsmen in the various segments. Also, we collect orders of raw materials from these people and take bulk orders from the wholesalers. All the wholesalers, because of the bulk purchase, the economies of scale would lead to reduction in cost for these people. NGOs will then have two objectives in hand. First, to organize a basic monthly meeting which will cater to the distribution of raw material for the next month to these people, the collection of these fixed goods as you can see on the stage, and also the training through the NSDC skilled professionals from the government to enhance the jobs. So now, after which we will collect these raw materials and finished goods from these people and give it to the target market in different cities. This will employ a lot of returns, and after which we have a differentiated employment program. So here we are employing the wholesalers, here we are employing the craftsmen, and here we are employing the original last vendors. So basically it's a substantial employment model with our economic reason.
For our product, we target the interior designers who help sell our product in the home decor sector. Plus, we have relations with the Leela who display our products in their restaurants, lobbies, as well as hotel rooms. We target the CSR flea exhibitions as well as handicraft exporters. Competition will be from contemporary products which fail to keep up with the modern trends and have to be replaced again and again. However, CSPs are India's tradition and they will never go out of fashion.
Our idea of social entrepreneurship has an exponential social and economic impact. Along with a 100 billion industry, the opportunity of digital inclusion will provide us with a boom for our product. But on the other hand, a fully outsourced model will lead to a quality mismatch and high dependence. A high price competition with the influx of mechanized and automated products will provide us with a stiff competition.
We've already done 2 pilots for market test. One was in Tamil Nadu for woodcraft with Lady Power NGO, and second was for lighting solutions with Bottle in Mumbai. We are planning on starting with Tamil Nadu's woodcraft, and then we'll move on to Calcutta's bamboo craft in chicken curry by November. We plan on hitting the BEP by the end of this year.
Thank you. So because of this big plan, we'll employ a lot of millions of people. We'll impact more than 50,000 people in our plan.
Excuse me, you may conclude.
Thank you guys, very good presentation, well thought out ideas. Can you give us your revenue model?
Sure. Sir, basically the revenue model is, it's on the PPT. It's also on the files. And also in the files, if you could see if you could see the financials of these datas. So as far as the whole,
Sorry to interrupt. Give you a revenue model. I'm not interested in the full finance.
Sure, sir. So basically, our revenue model is generated into 3 segments. One is if we sell out 300 products. If we sell out 300 products, our basic return will be 14%. If it increases to 400 products, the return will get less to 12%. And if we sell out more than 500 products, the revenue model will then generate 10% returns. And also, as far as the craftsmen are concerned, it caters to about 60% returns to 80% returns. And also, as far as the whole vendors are concerned, vendors have 3 segments. One is 25% for 500 products to sell, 32% for the 400 products to sell, and 40% for about 500 products if you sell out. So basically, it is a business, business distribution model which can impact all the 3 people in the segment.
It's a well-coordinated presentation. So I have one question.
Sure.
So your model is offline or online?
So basically, as of now, we have an offline model because we've collaborated with different NGOs in different states. But having said that, our future goal is to get an online interface because we've already written in the financials that we'll get. So basically, it'll be an online interface which will cater to a lot of vendor interaction, the orders for the raw materials, and thirdly, the e-commerce selling portal. So probably, there are a lot of problems faced by a lot of people. For example, if a person in Mumbai wants a handicraft of Chennai, so he can just order it through online. Yeah.
So, okay. So in case of offline,
yeah.
So are you handling the local customer and local supplier only,
Absolutely,
or are you
yes.
going to multiple cities?
Sir, absolutely, yes. So basically what is happening is these these NGOs, what is the incentives that these NGOs are coming with us? So basically the beneficiaries of those NGOs are getting employed by us of about 4 to 5.
You also contacted some of the CSR fund or some impact investment?
Sir, we intend to qualify, quote that, but Kotak Foundation has been, has agreed to invest into this particular segment also.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Meet Shah, and I am founder of NJBiz. We are a B2B startup, and we aim to disrupt the traditional distribution channel using technology. So, if you look at your buying habits or of people around you, you will notice a change that has occurred in recent years. People have started buying online and from modern retail outlets. And in wake of this, the traditional retailers are slowing down. And the modern retailers are expected to double by 2019, and the online retailers are growing at 40% per annum. So we help these traditional retailers fight and prosper against the modern and retail outlets. We have started with the consumer durables industry because it's the worst affected, with 26% market penetration of modern retailers in it. Now, the main reason that they aren't being able to compete is due to the price difference. So what we do is we provide the retailer with a price at least 15 to 20% lower than their current purchase prices, at no prior commitments, and with utmost ease of buying by making the whole process online via an app available in regional languages. So how do we do this? Here is a flowchart which explains the whole process. We make dealers our retail partners, and we enroll all of them on a common single platform. And as the number of retail partners increase, our buying power will also increase. And with higher buying power, we go to the company and do bulk deals with them. And we upload the limited time offers on our app, and dealers buy online via our app. Now we charge 2% as NG charges on the total transaction value per dealer, and this becomes our source of income. Now, there are two very strong points in our business model: no inventory and no capital investment. Because we order the same amount of goods from the company as we have received the order for from the dealers, hence we stock nothing. And we take advance payments from the dealers, thereby saving up on our interest costs as there is no capital investment. Now, there are two types of products in any business: a mass market product or a niche market product. And ours, we believe, is a mass market product, so we expand state-wise. We divide the state into major districts and allocate each salesman to one district and goes around making dealers come on our platform. And we also plan to hold regional conferences so that the dealers can have a look at the products and they can understand the working in a better way. Now, our competitor is a local distributor who has been catering to the needs of the dealers since last many years. And there are two ways to approach your competitor: either you fight them or you include them. And we have decided to fight them because we have many strong factors to our advantage. Unlike local distributors, we ask for no prior commitments from the dealers, put no billing pressure, take only 2% as margin compared to 6 to 8% margin which dealers are taking up. And also, we are in talk with third-party fintech companies who will be extending a line of credit to the dealers, which is one of the strong reasons why dealers buy from the local distributors. About this, looking from the company's perspective, we offer brands with a wider reach because we will be present in smallest cities and towns. And also, the companies will be able to monitor real-time data and they will be able to know how their products and sales plan are doing at their fingertips without any manipulations or biases. And hence, the companies have agreed to give us special exclusive models which will be available only with NG retail partners. Now, my co-founder, Rushabh, will continue.
So, in order to achieve our dreams, we have two eminent mentors as a part of our team. One is Mr. Nirav Patel, who is currently the founder and MD of Abaj Electronics, a brand which was founded in 2011 and currently has a turnover of excess 100 crores. And next is Mr. Rajesh Puneta, who is currently the regional manager at Eltech Appliances. He has an experience of 2 decades in the consumer durable industry. Now, talking about some numbers, we have made the financial projections for the next 3 years with certain underlying assumptions. Active dealers is the number of dealers who will transact whenever the deal is put up. So, we have assumed it to be 25% with an average order value of rupees 12,000 and 4 deals happening in a month. So, in our projections, our revenues come out to be 57.61 crores for the financial year 1920 with 4,848 NG retail partners. On this turnover, we are making a loss of rupees 16.91 lakh in the first year, 17-18, but a profit of 27.22 lakhs in the financial year 1920 with a presence in the 3 states, Gujarat, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. So, now talking that these numbers aren't unrealistic, here is the data of our current traction, where we had a retailer seminar in Rajkot on 15th Feb, where 52 retailers were present, out of which 26 agreed to be the part of NG. We had 4 brand tie-ups, which give special exclusive model for NG and 3 successful transactions amounting to 17.6 lakh turnover, which translate to 40% active dealers, which we assume to be 25% in our assumptions. An average order value of 16,000 rupees, which we assume to be 12,000 rupees, and 2 NG retail partners added every week. So this is the initial investment and a payback period which we need, and this is the vision. The time is over.
It's good presentation. So what is the per acquisition dealer cost?
Yes, so we are offering the salesman with 500 rupees of incentive on every dealer he makes.
So,
and the transportation.
When you are onboarding a dealer, what is the cost?
No, we are not incurring such cost anyway because there is an app which is already present. So we all just have to sign him up on our retail platform and there is no additional cost because the logistic charge that will incur when we transport the goods to him will be all based on the...
I'm going before that. So you have a such app, how I know?
We already have an app and the 42 retail partners are currently transacting from that app.
So you have to sell your app to the people?
No, we are not selling the app.
You have to
How do you create awareness of the app?
How you are creating awareness? What is the acquisition cost of the dealer?
That is around 500 rupees because we are hiring salesmen district-wise and that salesman will go to the each count.
Are you sure in 500 rupees you are going to make a dealer?
Yes, that's the incentive which we will be paying for.
You relook on the number. In how many cities initially you are talking about?
As of first year, we aim to be present in Gujarat and make around...
Number of cities.
We have district-wise, we have 5 districts: Rajkot, Ahmedabad.
How many people?
5 districts.
5 district, how many people?
And each district 200 counters approx.
No, your people, NG people.
Yeah, 5 salesmen. For each district, we aim to have 1 salesman.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're basically a cooperative buying platform, right?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay, so the question of customer acquisition cost, in this case, the dealer acquisition cost. And then number 2, what is your OPEX going to be?
Operating expenditure as of now, it will be around. Yes, we are having one warehouse district-wise in a state, one warehouse in a state. So we have included in the financial projections.
Percentages.
Sorry, percentage.
Okay, you don't know, it's fine. Second question is in terms of, so you've got an onboarding expense, which is what we talked about, which I think is, you're obviously, I think you've not solved for it completely. And then the second and the larger question is, why should I come to you? I mean, you're a co-op store, somebody else will show up. I'll set up an app. What's the cost of building an app? What, 2 crores, 3 crores, that's it?
So the answer to this would be, we are directly dealing with the companies, and we are doing a bulk deal. For example, if the 4 brand tie-ups,
so can I, right?
Yes, but if
what's your differentiation?
Yeah, so if the retailer has to go through the distributor, and the margin which distributor adds up and the cost at which the retailer gets is the more price comparatively to us. So if we are directly dealing.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Hello everyone. I'm from Team Startum, and today we are going to present HAND. That stands for Handy Aid for Neurological Disease. Now, hand tremors. What would any layman, when would be hearing hand tremors, would get the picture of a person who has their hand shaking uncontrollably, not able to just do any day-to-day activity. Now we would think that, okay, that's a common thing, you see it everywhere. Yes, actually you do. And that is not a small thing. It is actually a very big problem when it comes to the numbers. As you can see in the demographs over here, 76 people in every million have Parkinson's disease, which is a neurological disorder which causes the hand tremors. 3.95 people in every 1,000 have ET, which is also a neurological disorder. And then there are elderly people from the whole population of India, which is 8.6%. Now, in this whole scenario, all these people have hand tremors. As you can see over here, the person is not able to pour the water without spilling it out. These are the different tests, and that is how the lady is trying to eat, and she can't. That is a psychological problem which is seen by people who have hand tremors. Now, for such a huge problem, are there treatments which are efficient? Okay, not that much. Then, are they effective? They are, but then they also have their side effects, and then they are damn expensive. So the main problem for this thing is that they are not customer oriented. So the solution to this problem is that we are bringing a device, a therapeutic device, which will be using a gyroscope as its main component. In the gyroscope, a gyroscope is nothing but a spinning wheel. So when that wheel, when it spins, it would create a phenomena known as conservation of angular momentum. So right now, which we are working on. Now from the product, we'll be going up to the market. In market, as we can see, the total available market, as we saw in this in the demographs earlier, the total available market is about 90K in India. Then the serviceable available market is, which we will be focusing on, is about 50 to 60% of the total available market, and the serviceable operable market will be about 10 to 12% of the total available market, which we are considering right now. And it is estimated to be captured in 2 years. The revenue that is estimated from it is about 6 crores, and the SAM capture is about 5 years. Now the customer acquisition channels. There are different associations, and such associations we will be trying to collaborate with. There will be content marketing, mail-outs, and internet presence. Now, the first thing would come into any customer's mind would be, why hand? The precise and the most standout feature of hand is that it's 1,000 medications is yearly it is 12,000, and my product will be hand, that will be 7,000. Now these are the competitors. As you can see over here, the features which you can see in hand is not necessarily for others. This is the roadmap. Right now we are in the pre-prototype stage, and later we will be seeing of the...
Excuse me, your time is over.
Can I continue or should I?
Your time is over.
Left, so let's start the question answer. So thank you, good presentation and good concept. What is the cost of development of this technology, and what is the source of funding?
Actually, right now, as this is a final year project of my engineering, right now it is in the pre-prototype stage, and we are working on the patenting and IP processes of it. So basically, right now, it's just the idea and the proof of concept which is being looked after.
So don't you think that it's a very, very early stage of the startup route and all? So it will take some more years.
Yeah, it might take some more years, but then the technical aspect of it has been taken care of. And as the team will grow, there will be marketing and different aspects which will be looked after also.
So, okay, so quick suggestion. So technology-wise, project-wise good. So like not many people are doing such kind of work, and it's very important. You have to look for the cost of technology, then source of funding, then you have to bring some more co-founders in the business. So potentially, after some point of time, your technology will grow.
Yeah.
First of all, let me commend you. It's an excellent idea, and thinking-wise, it will definitely help the lower rung of the customer base whom we are attempting. I need to have a little bit of clarity on the numbers. You said 90,000 is your addressable customer base, right?
Yes, I have a slide for it too.
Is it 90,000 at any given point of time today?
Yeah, like according to the demographs, it's like...
what is the growth rate of this issue? Is it the Indian population growth rate? Because India is going to have young population to the extent of about 67%.
Yeah,
so
but
your
even
addressable population is about 35%.
Yeah, but even with the growth rate being there, the probability of elderly people growing, giving most of the percent of the Indian population is more. As you can see in the census, it's given that the elderly people will have an increasing contribution in the population of India. So as the age group of the elderly people will increase, there will be surely there will be connections such as neurological disorders which will be coming into picture as they would grow old.
Okay, just to have one line answer, what is the growth you are projecting in the next 3 to 5 years? Suppose 0 year this product is accepted.
Okay.
By the Indian Medical Association. Now, what is the growth you are projecting?
I'm expecting that by 2 years I should have a revenue of about 6 crores as it will be that the product would be of the range from 6 to 8,000, and I'll be attending the market of about 10 to 12% of the whole total available market.
Okay, Rakesh, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you've convinced Mr. Basu about your entire market size calculation. Personally, I think it's an interesting product you're working on. And these kind of products are currently getting a huge amount of grant funding. So in case you're able to actually come up with a prototype which works.
Actually, I do have a demo right now. So if you
maybe
would
you
allow
can show it to me offline, and I'd be happy to
Okay.
guide you to all the different grant fundings that you can,
Okay.
get access to.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, judges. I'm Himanshu Gandhi. And before I start, I have a question for all of you. So how easy do you think is it for a single to rent an affordable apartment in India? Right? So to answer that question, let's look at what my company does. So we are called Restemble, and we help singles find affordable homes at a which and you share it with like-minded people, and we look at the end-to-end requirement of it. Right? So now when a bachelor moves into a new city, what are the problems that he faces? Firstly, you have uncertainty about the flat, and particularly the flatmates. You have no idea who you're going to be staying with. Second, there are restrictions from the owners that come in terms of time that you have to, your food habits and all of that. And then there are hassles of agreement, finding services. And obviously price is a big factor for them because most bachelors don't go for brokers for that particular reason, right? And in terms of owners face a problem with unverified tenants. They have payment defaults and maintenances that if they rent it to a bachelor that they're going to be facing. And thirdly, hassles again for them in terms of agreement, then moving in, moving out services, then they have to keep going and looking at the property again and again, right? So we are a platform that will provide singles with a memorable house renting experience and owners with a tension-free property management. How do we do this? For tenants, we'll be taking an apartment, dividing it upon a shared space. So you'll have your private areas, you'll have your common areas. Then furnished apartments will be given to you, and specifications of that I'll mention ahead. Value-added services in terms of your payments, everything will be online. We'll give you services that would include your finding, cooking and cleaning services as well. And the most important point is we'll find you the perfect flatmates. So we'll be giving you profile sharing experiences where you can actually look at a person, where he studied from, where is he working right now, and filter according to the location and according to the university. So you'll actually have people who share the same kind of background with you, right? And for owners, it'll be a zero tension. So we are looking at giving them, payments would be online, and in case the tenant defaults, we'll be paying it. Everything approved, extra income for them. That is I'll show in my business model. And maintenance services will be taken care of. So we have pre-negotiated rates with them, and everything will be at their comfort and at their doorstep. Right, the market size currently for the top 25 cities, it has 1.2 crore of rented apartments, and the valuation is around 1 crore 80,000 crores for the real estate rental market. Now, even if you take 2 months rent out of that, that is one from the tenant side, owner side, the brokerage market is around 3,000 CR that we are looking at. So, assuming that 5% of that even goes online, we are looking at 1,500 CR of market. And validation, so firstly, it's an immense size, the market. So even if you capture a small segment, 1% of it, it's a huge market. And increasing urbanization, that is, currently there are 20% people staying in the urban area. We are looking at by 2030, approximately 50% people who are going to be moving into. So there's a huge potential in this market. And then next is, obviously, we are a young country. Average age in India is around 25 years of age. So again, that's a huge potential because our customer base is around 18-30 years. That will make us come, that means that a lot of people are going to be in that age group in the next coming years. And the business model is that we'll take 10% commission on monthly rent from the owners. So even if if 3,000 crores brokerage market, you capture 1% of it in 3 years, that's around 3 crores of profit. And currently our aim is by mid 2018 to capture 200 flats in Mumbai itself with an average rent of 51,000. So your revenue will come to 1.22 crores, right? And this is, judges, for your reference, this is the entire business model. So we'll be taking either furnished apartments or unfurnished apartments from the owners, and accordingly our business model varies. Moving ahead, this is the income statement. So for an unfurnished apartment, so for an furnished apartment that we take from an owner, our revenue starts initially itself, but for an unfurnished apartment, it'll take us 1 year, 3 months approximately to break even. And post that is everything is profit. So for the adoption strategy, we'll have event and promotional activities that we'll design in different clusters and areas that we've mentioned here. And social media platforms we'll be targeting, and partnership with tie-ups with corporates and with the colleges. And first time tenant offer, we're looking to encourage registration conversion. We plan to offer tenants 50% off on first monthly rentals. And for target owners, we're looking at house hunting sites, social media's website, and the initial kitty of flats. To get the initial kitty of flats, we're looking at commission-free first month for the owners. And this is the competition. We've taken online transaction on one side and customer-friendly and end-to-end solution on one side. And as of now, there's no one that fits the entire top right quadrant. And competitive analysis, so we differ from the choice of flatmates that nobody offers right now. Minimum duration of stay is 11 months. We are offering 2 months, plus we'll be looking at a lesser security.
Excuse me, your time is over.
Okay. Can I go ahead, judges? Just 2 more slides.
No, that's okay. I have one question on the competitors part. Have you heard about the website Grab House?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please differentiate yourself from Grab House and tell me how you will not suffer the same fate as Grab House. You know they were sold under distress last year.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so I think the main factor there was user friendliness. I really didn't think they didn't have that. They wanted to provide everything online. They wanted to go to the medium, but they don't have. So even Red Giraffe is currently doing the same thing, and they haven't reached that yet. So I think that's the differentiating factor that we are looking at to provide. So we'll be with providing you a technical assistance. We'll also be looking at on-ground operations that we are looking at.
How much sales you're expecting from the online channel?
So from the online channel, completely, I'm assuming that 5% of the entire market is online. It's 15,000 CR. I am looking
for your business.
I'm targeting for the next 1 year approximately 200 flats online to acquire, and by September of October of this year, I'm looking at least 10 flats to acquire.
So what? Just for the sake of number, what is the cost of the flat, or say per seat?
So
per
I
bed?
have the sheets. Can I show it there?
Okay, you can tell me. And what is the cost of customer acquisition?
Cost of the flats, so I've taken an average of 51,000. That is 1 BHK and 3 BHK configuration just in Mumbai. That's the rent.
That is the rent you're talking about. I'm talking about your acquisition. So
acquisition cost. 1.5 lakhs is I'm looking at for a furnished apartment in case I have to furnish it from my end, and in case it does.
How much you have to sell out from your company
for acquisition? Yeah. So approximately currently operational charges we're looking at to seed funding of 25 lakhs. Out of that, 5 lakhs is what we've required for that. Okay. Initially, for the first 10 flats, I'm talking about. That's
what is the cost of acquisition of customer for that your tenant?
That will be, sir. It will be the cheapest because we are looking at web only online platforms.
You have to work on these numbers.
Yeah, I have to. And there are some numbers that. Okay, anyways. Thank you.
So good evening, respected jury and people. So I am from Raj Shah from Swasthya Healthcare Technologies, founder of Swasthya Healthcare Technologies. Swasthya Healthcare Technologies is basically working on a problem statement of improving access and coverage for healthcare inaccessible to rural cluster areas around the tier 2 cities. So we are mainly focusing on identifying these inaccessible areas and where we want to install our setups. There are 6,40,000 total villages in India, and one sub-center which is provided by government has a responsibility of 4.3 villages on average, and one PHC has a responsibility of 27 villages on an average. This is a small video. Sound.
जब यहाँ कोई सेंटर नहीं था और दिक्कत था तो ये तो देहात इलाका है, छोटे मोटे डॉक्टर से दिखाते हैं और नहीं ठीक होता है तो पटने चले जाते हैं, भींज करके जाना है, टेम्पू पर फिर चढ़ करके जाना है, या और कोई सवारी है नाव पर चढ़ के जाना है, पुल खुल जाती है तो 6 घंटा से कम समय नहीं लगता है और 100 रुपया आने जाने में कम से कम भाड़ा है.
So this is basically the problem of most of the villages in India where the healthcare is inaccessible and they have to travel several kilometers and spend so much of their money on reaching the healthcare for consultation and diagnostics. So basic idea for the solution that we have is providing them with the e-primary care into these inaccessible rural areas where the healthcare for which they have to move to several kilometers and they have to spend so much of money and time. So that will be integrated by Swasthya Healthcare Technologies with the target population and this e-primary care that we will be providing with our installations. The total population of India we are talking about is 121 crores, out of which 83 crores and 30 lakhs is the population of rural. So people residing in rural areas are 83 crores and 30 lakhs. So it is basically 68.84%. So it is a use space to work for. And so yeah, this is the use space. Okay, so target population we are initially targeting is Gujarat area, out of which accounts for only 5.4% of the total rural population. Stages of idea that we have reached right now are the idea generation, which we completed 1.5 years ago, and we made our prototype with our partners. And then at present we have pilot testing model going on in Ahmedabad. This is the technological background. Technological, we have EMR records which are stored with us, and of the people that they register with their Aadhaar cards. We provide them with the facilities of portable equipments which are integrated to our portal, and provide them with the facilities of ECG, pathology labs, and different mammographies, fundoscopies, and ENT facilities with our portals, which are where the data is transmitted at the real time, and the consultations are done by the panel of doctors sitting at Ahmedabad. So the process how we are going to operate is basically installing these satellite polyclinics at the identified areas. The areas will be identified bounce back method, and this is basically based on the hub and spoke model. So the satellite polyclinics which will be installed at the identified inaccessible rural healthcare areas which are clustered around the tier 2 cities with a population of 50,000 to 1 lakh. So this satellite polyclinics will be installed, and the patients will which do not have the access to healthcare will be coming to the satellite polyclinics where the primary healthcare will be provided, so that they do not have to travel to so much of distances. For the second reference, when if the doctors ask them to move on to for the further care, they will be shifted to polyclinics where there will be a much more secondary care will be taken care by this polyclinics. For more of the operations and the other critical cares, we have secondary and tertiary hospitals which will be taking care of such cases. So we are basically building a chain between the satellite polyclinics that we will be installing, tying up with the polyclinics that are already present into the covering of area of 80 kilometers, and the secondary and tertiary hospitals covering an area of 150 kilometers. So identifying the areas which are very much inaccessible are the only success of this model, that we where there is the inaccessible of healthcare and they have to travel so much of the kilometers and they are spending so much of the time and money. We are having our pilot model which is used by Sanjeevani Health and Relief Committee Ahmedabad. They have this model from last about 1 year, and they are running this into the districts of Kheda and Gandhinagar in Gujarat, and they have reached up to the footfall of 13,000 patients a month. The total investment that they made was 17,40,000, where 47,000 was the installation cost. Recurring cost which they incur was 9,33,600, and the first year income was 21,81,101, where they bear a loss of 4,47,000, but on average they have 17% of ROI. So beneficiaries at an average they have 30,900 with an ROI of 17%. Scalability where we want to be in 3 years is. So can I continue? Huh?
No, you can't.
Thank you.
I think it's a good idea to serve the rural India. Can you just tell me, in your expense projection model, what is the kind of maintenance you have thought through, maintenance cost, and how you are going to see that the calibration of these equipments are good? Have you done any technology company, any company with whom you have crossed these ideas?
Yes, sir. We have Vinamra Technologies Private Limited as our partner for technology, where we have the new coming up equipments like ECG and all, which are very much portable. We integrate with our portal. So R&D and each and everything is been conducted at Vinamra Technologies Private Limited, Ahmedabad. And for the calibration and all, we have the team. It is a 25-year-old firm, and they have their team working in hospital management system. So they have a total employees of about 35 to 40, out of which 5 are basically working with Sanjeevani Health and Relief Committee.
Setting up the facility is not an issue. Maintaining the facility is the issue in India.
Yes, sir. So these 5 people actually go on the monthly basis, and based on the feedbacks that they get, are very much taken care by the Vinamra Technologies Private Limited, and working on this, the real-time data transmission. These are constantly monitored by these 5 people sitting at Vinamra Technologies.
Suggestions are good,
Yes, sir.
good program, and you can think. The only thing is that still I also like to continue the cost mechanism where you have to actually think,
Yes,
how to think the monetization part.
Sure, sir.
And the lot of companies are trying to solve the rural health problem and all, but nobody able to solve the problem in the particular districts also.
Yes, sir.
Is the solution.
I think that's a good thought process, right? If you think about it, you're going to have to put a lot of physical infrastructure,
yes, sir,
even just in the remote locations that you try.
Yes.
So your physical infrastructure cost will be high.
Yes, sir.
Affordability is an issue. So can you actually bridge the gap? If it's a do-gooding venture, great. If it's really actually trying to be profitable, I don't know if you can do it.
The thing is, this equipments which we have are...
Tier and spoke has been tried.
Yes, sir.
And you're using telemedicine.
Yeah.
Nothing new. All stuff which has been tried. There's plenty of people doing it. Question is, can you be profitable with this? I haven't seen many people do it.
Sorry, I mean, this is a related question.
Yeah.
Right? So again, good noble thought. But I think, you're trying to boil the ocean. If you can break the problem into saying, what are the top 5 health symptoms or killers in rural areas, right? Okay. For example, let's say the first one is diabetes. Then you become what the Shankar Eye Clinic is for eyes, you become one for diabetes, for instance. So you take one problem at a time rather than trying to boil the ocean.
Sure, sir.
And then see what impact you can go out and create in a smaller geographic area, which is Ahmedabad or Gujarat.
Yes.
Then take the next in terms of layering those solutions on top of. For example, you would have those centers offering medical benefits for diabetes. Now you go out and add on, let's say, heart attack or blood pressure or cholesterol. Okay. Some of the 4-5 top killers in rural India, for instance.
Yes.
So, but you have to show by doing out a case study on diabetes and say that this is how I'm going to go out and make these centers profitable and sustainable. And take 1 or 2 at the max at a time. So that way, you can build those ecosystem around it. For example, around diabetes, you'll find a lot of NGOs, a lot of funds, a lot of equipment providers, a lot of testing centers would be interested in going out and solving, right from Bill and Melinda Gates to others.
Yes.
That's because #1 killer across the country. So I think what you will do is, you'll basically rally the overall ecosystem around you once you go out and identify one's problem and then try to address that as a solution.
Sure. Thank you.
Those were some really amazing pitches by all our participants. I would request you all to give a big round of applause for all our participants. And now I would request the judges to please go to the VIP room for the deliberation. Also guys, now let's look at few messages from the people of our SVKM community have for us.
Innovation can only happen if there is a good idea. The NMIMS SVKM's Chancellor Challenge, that's a great idea. And that's the reason we have seen more than 340 new ideas and innovations coming in. At the outset, I must compliment herself for bringing this idea, which is happening in Harvard, to our NMIMS and SVKM, and our President and Chancellor for floating this idea for the community of the students. The great success of this program will definitely fulfill the aspiration of the young budding who will be entering into this NMIMS and SVKM campus. And not only them, I think all the venture capitalists and the corporate sector will be looking at this as a big event. Wish you all the best, and I'm sure next year there will be more than 1,000 participation in this particular program.
entrepreneurship is the heart of economic prosperity of nations and societies. And this has been true for India too in the past. But it is more relevant today in view of the growing young population.
Entrepreneurship, startups, innovations, therefore, is the new norm. It is with this kind of a thought process that a few months back we decided to create a challenge, which is essentially an innovation challenge. It challenges young minds to think differently, create out of the box solutions, and not just merely in terms of looking at some app here and there, but those kinds of solutions that have the potential to create a significant change. I wish everybody all the best.
Hi friends, NMIMS is known for its innovation in programs and delivery. Chancellor's Challenge is the initiative which actually showcases the ideas of all the students and the innovations in different sectors and nurtures them to form or convert the IPR into a commercialized product. I am sure that these activities will motivate the students to undertake such innovations and find solutions to different problems. I wish all the participating teams in the Chancellor's Challenge all the best. May the best team win. Thank you.
Chancellor's Challenge, a great initiative by Shri Amreshbhai Patel, our dear Chancellor of NMIMS, where the budding entrepreneurs and the innovative ideas that our students have across SVKM institutions, all students have been given an opportunity, and I congratulate all the students who have willingly participated, and in this kind of an interaction they've got to understand their qualities, their ideas to be putting forth, being mentored, and especially a big congratulations to the finalists who've been selected in this Chancellor's Challenge. And I hope these budding entrepreneurs would take this opportunity, take this platform which has been created by NMIMS, and of course regard the Chancellor's innovative approach for these budding entrepreneurs and go ahead with this initiative and be successful entrepreneurs. All the very best to all the participants and especially the finalists. Thank you.
The inaugural year Chancellor Challenge has been great. We have 340 participants with great ideas, and 8 of them are in the final round. The idea which the participants came up during this journey were really fabulous, and people sitting over here today will understand how good the finalists are. I wish all the finalists the very best, and I hope in the coming year we'll get more such ideas, more participation from the. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone. It's very heartening to know the Chancellor's Challenge, which is one of the basic and very important aspect or very important event at NMIMS, is coming to its finale on 3rd April 2017. A project that started in October 2016 to develop startups and entrepreneurship among the students of SVKM as well as NMIMS has received tremendous response in the very first year of its launch. We received almost more than 300 entries. Out of that, 60 were shortlisted for the semi-finals, and now, as I know, that there are 8 finalists whose ideas have been selected for the finals. I wish all those 8 finalists a very big success, and may the best team win. I would like to congratulate all those students who have reached the finals. I hereby congratulate all the people, all the individuals, the management, the students who are connected with Chancellor's Challenge, and I hope in the next edition we will get even bigger response, and I hope that more projects with regard to social entrepreneurship and legal entrepreneurship will also find its place in the Chancellor's Challenge. Thank you.
The challenge is a wonderful opportunity for the students of SVKM. It's a great platform for the student to hone their entrepreneurial skill. I congratulate the top 8 teams who have made to the finals. We wish to see more and more participation in next year from all of you. I'm sure the best one will win.
The Chancellor's Challenge is a great initiative put forward by the President of SVKM and Chancellor of NMIMS University, Honorable Sri Amrish Patel. We understand that this competition encourages our young minds to enhance their creative spirits and creative thinking in order to come out with their entrepreneurial spirit within them, so that more and more ideas about startups initiatives are created in our SVKM institutions, campus, etc. It's a great initiative. The lot of talent that our students have, bringing them together to start thinking in that entrepreneurial spirit is a great initiative, and I wish more and more students come forward and take part in these competitions in the coming years.
At the outset, I must compliment and congratulate our Chancellor, Shri Amrish Patel, who has thought of the idea putting the Chancellor Challenge to all our students. This has generated a thought process amongst all the students, not only the business school, but the students from Arts, Science, Commerce College also. All those who have submitted the ideas and going to win, I congratulate them and best wishes from all our staff and students of Trinity College. So with this, these ideas would take them to the future entrepreneur and the industrialists. So once again, I congratulate them and all the best for their future.
The Chancellor's Challenge is a wonderful platform that provides the students an opportunity to think, innovate, create, and develop a plan or an idea into a noble proposition. So I feel besides enhancing their skills to think and to think differently and to ignite their minds, this also provides an opportunity for them to build on their team building skills and also work on projects which may be interdisciplinary in nature. I think this is a great, well thought out initiative by the management in order to promote a culture of research and innovation within the SVKM. I congratulate all the 8 teams who have made it to the finals. Thank you.
Dear students, this Chancellor's Challenge is a great opportunity for all of us to showcase our talent, showcase the innovativeness that is inside you. It's a great opportunity provided by SVKM, wherein students from all across the institutions of SVKM can participate and show their talent and come up with a great idea which can help improve the lives of the masses. So this is a great platform provided by SVKM, wherein you can produce something, come up with an idea which can help improve our lives.
Shri Amrish Bhai and the SVKM, and it's an excellent platform for the students of SVKM. I congratulate the management for this initiative. It is not just a very well thought out initiative, it is very well executed. It has honed their entrepreneurial skills. I congratulate the SVKM and wish them every success in the coming years. Thank you.
Chancellor's Challenge is an innovative event motivated the students in the campus to come out with enormous flow of ideas in the campus, floating around with enthusiasm, created a platform for next generation entrepreneurs. I take this opportunity to congratulate 8 finalists who has vibrant ideas to disrupt the marketplace, and I look forward for more youngsters to pop out of their classrooms to pitch their ideas in the next challenge, and wish you all the best.
So I'm a bit biased here. I've already seen all the videos which are being shown to you. So I have the benefit over here. So I know in the interest of time, I don't have anything more to add, unfortunately. But I would just like to say this one thing. Next time, any of you have a conversation over 2 bottles of beer, in the next day, I'm hoping you'll pursue that idea. That's it. Thank you.
I request all the teams to come backstage. All the teams to come backstage. All the teams, please come backstage. वो OC team होता है, वो OC
Participant.
हाँ, all the teams.
All the teams part. अभी
इतने dumb नहीं है लोग.
सोचो फुटबॉल की
the entrepreneur, the Chancellor's Challenge College, the Narsimhanji College of Commerce, the DJ Sangvi, the UPG, all colleges that we have over here, they all participated in it. And I must thank all the heads of the institutions who made it really possible. It's your support, it's your cooperation by which we were able to really achieve what we have been able to achieve. But nonetheless, I think it is the sheer enthusiasm of the student community that has really enabled us to really come so far. But having come so far, we don't want to stop it. Let's say this is the beginning. This is the beginning of a major journey that we are all launching today. And the journey is, let's think innovatively and let's try and work out a solution for Indian problems, because we only can come out with the solutions for this country. Nobody else can really do that. Thank you very much, Harshit.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Gandhi, if you can share your thoughts about what you felt about the teams and generally give some word of advice to all the people sitting over here for complete diverse backgrounds. So if you can give some words of wisdom to them and what they should do as entrepreneurs.
So Harshal, thanks for having me. I think this was very interesting. I'll keep it short. We don't believe in too many words. I'd say 2 or 3 things. One is, I thought digitization was the theme that I saw all through the presentations. What worried me, if you will, was lack of, we didn't see any fintech, financial inclusion. We didn't see anything on big data analytics. And so those were the worries. The positive side, I thought the presentations of, interesting thoughts, interesting ideas. It's good to see folks thinking outside and folks thinking, listen, let's create a business. So all in all, good job.
Sujata ma'am, if you...
So it was very heartening to see that at least 3 of the 8 presentations today focused, or rather had a social twist to it. So it tells us that people are not only thinking about business in terms of pure business, but also a social impact on how their businesses or how their ideas will impact and improve life of all our fellow citizens. But one word of caution, while having a great noble thought is all fine, at the end of the day, remember it's still going to be a business, and you have to run that business with one eye on profitability.
Thank you, SVKM's entire trustee board and the organizers to have me in this member of the jury board. I have one simple idea which I speak on startups in various fora. I feel that every startup has a right to become an MNC, like every seed has the right to become a very big tree. But one point is there is a big difference between dream and success. And that difference can always be filled up by two words, that is passion and commitment. Passion brings commitment, commitment brings effort, effort brings effectiveness, and effectiveness brings success. So I personally feel that all of you have to be effective, and what SVKM has started the process of incubation, it will definitely yield excellent result. I think in the city of Mumbai and the history of India, NMIMS is now is on the very threshold, and SVKM is on the very threshold of a movement. And let us take it forward. And I wish all the best, not only the participants of today, to all the people who are thinking around the startup ideas. Let all of your dream come true.
Mr. Kumar. I belong to an organization called Geeta Global Innovation Technology Alliance, and we support the R&D and innovation. When you talk about R&D and innovation, it's always a risk. So we always support the failure, and the technological failure or the business failure. So like it's a very heartening that 358 applications are then selected to 8, then again we are going to select 3. So the people who are not getting selected doesn't mean they are bad, and their project idea is not good. So I always keep saying, yes, we have to encourage the failure as well as the people who have done some good job, both sides, number one. Number two, in MBA college, we have to also think about the fintech, like nowadays a lot of things are happening in the digitization or the